Welcome to Love Will Love, a place where emotions meet stories. Here, we explore love, mystery, and the moments that change our lives forever. Every episode is a new journey. Are you ready to feel it? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and join us for the next story of Love Reborn. We met in college, last year, and when I say I fell for her fast, I mean the kind of fast where you don't even bother buckling your seatbelt. 1 second, life feels normal. The next, it's fireworks, dizziness, and your heart sprinting ahead of your brain. For a few weeks, it was like living inside a song that never stopped playing. Every text was a verse. Every kiss was a chorus. Every glance felt like the bridge that carried me somewhere new. But then, it just fell apart. No big fight, no betrayal, just silence, distance, a slow fade until she was gone. She moved on, started seeing someone else, and me. I spiraled. The kind of heartbreak where even your morning coffee tastes bitter, like betrayal. Where you avoid songs you used to play together. Where you feel stupid for thinking she was the one. Months later, I was cramming for a paper in the library. Dead quiet. Just the hum of fluorescent lights and the scratch of pencils. And then I heard a chair scrape. Someone stood up next to me. I looked over. It was her. We'd been sitting side by side for hours and hadn't even realized it. She smiled, that familiar, disarming smile, and asked if I'd walk her home. I should have said no. I should have protected myself. But my heart didn't care. We walked, we talked, and by the time we reached her place, we weren't strangers anymore. We ended up back at mine. That night, the spark roared back to life. We slipped back into dating like nothing had ever ended. Inside jokes returned. Hands found each other naturally. There was this quiet comfort, like the universe was saying, "See, you two belong." But by summer, reality showed up. I was graduating, leaving campus, heading home, and my parents. They hated her. Not in a polite, subtle way. No, they were ice cold every time she was near. She came to visit me that July. My mom made sure it was the last time. After that, the distance wasn't just miles. It was walls built from disapproval. We broke up, but we never stopped talking. Couple years passed. I moved to a city just an hour away from her. We still talked every week, sometimes daily. We dated other people, pretended to move on. But our conversations always slipped back into something softer, something that felt like home. And then, she got married. Yeah, not to me. When she asked me to DJ the wedding, I said yes. Don't ask me why. Maybe I wanted closure. Maybe I wanted punishment. There are photos of us dancing at her wedding, smiling, looking like old friends. And on the surface, I guess that's what it was. But inside, it felt like someone was carving my heart out with a dull knife. Her husband got blackout drunk at the wedding. Everyone laughed it off. But it wasn't a one-time thing. A couple years later, she got pregnant, then lost the baby. She was shattered. And when she turned to him for comfort, all he said was, "Get over it." The next week, we met for lunch. She didn't cry. She didn't rant. She just quietly told me, "I can't do this anymore." I could see it in her eyes. She was already gone. 4 months later, he found her journal. Read every word she'd been too scared to say out loud. And instead of listening, instead of apologizing, he got drunk again. Screamed at her on the porch while neighbors peeked through curtains. That night, she called me. I helped her move out. We packed her life into boxes while he stood in the doorway, drinking wine straight from the bottle, watching. It felt like a scene from a movie. But this wasn't fiction. It was her freedom. A few months later, she came to town. It was my birthday. My parents were there, and shockingly, my mom was kind. Not icy, not cutting. For the first time, she actually looked at this woman and saw her humanity. We started seeing each other again. Carefully. No fireworks this time, no chaos. Just soft steps, steady love. 7 months later, I proposed. She said yes. We've been married 8 years. We have a 5-year-old who has her laugh, the same laugh that once broke my heart and then rebuilt it. People always ask, did you ever stop loving her? And the truth? I don't think I ever started. Because it was never a choice. It was always there, like gravity. Sometimes life doesn't give you perfect timing. It gives you messy timing, painful timing, heartbreaking timing. But if you're lucky, it also gives you a second chance. We took ours. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Love has many faces. Which one will we discover next?